friends, welcome to our home. In our front entrance here, I wanted to start showing you some of the 4th of July decor that I started putting out, at least 2 weeks ago, if not more. Today is June 18th, but I thought I better get some of this done because July sneaks up on you very fast. July 4th, that is. So this is a big year for our country, celebrating 250 years since its beginning, and I think and hope that the 4th of July videos will do well. It's always hard to know. It seems like when I have been doing home decor videos, they have not done as well as thrifting videos. So I probably have more people interested in seeing that type of thing, but I do hope that many of you also like to see what I've done with the things that I've thrifted. Mostly me. Norm doesn't do too much thrifting. He just doesn't always find toys and things that he likes. It's pretty hard to find those in the thrift store. But I'm glad he comes along with me to enjoy looking around once in a while. I thought if I could just mix up some of the glass items that I've found over the years, it would be fun to show you. I have red tall vases and bottles, vintage swung vases or genie type bottles, but I had 4 blue bottles, and well, the fish bottle can be counted too as a bottle, and it looks like 3 of the swung vases in a navy blue down there is a short one, and a couple of more, a little more of your turquoise blue down here. And this is a very unusual piece, I thought, to find. It seems to come in a lot of different colors. I found it in amber, and what other color? I think one other color. But yeah, I don't know if they're meant to be used like this or not. Not really sure. I haven't looked it up, but it is a fun thing to put a little tea light in, I think, to help light up the pretty glass. I've found this Viking owl fairy lamp. It's funny that it's still showing an orangey flame in these when it's actually a very, very red tea light. I have mentioned that before in previous videos, like Christmas ones and Valentine's ones, that it's crazy that the camera still makes it look like an orangey red. It's so red, pure red. That's why I bought those. The plastic part is totally red. I can maybe show you how red that is. Yep, but that flame, that's funny. It just looks yellow. I really have found these bottles for a real steal, or I wouldn't have gotten them. The top of this one does look a little cloudier. I have not attempted to see if I could put anything inside of it. I don't know if it's open on the bottom of that stopper, but it probably is. But I didn't mind it the way it is. It's fine. I found a couple of these cute little tulip candle holders, and I have shared those maybe at Easter time because they kind of look like tulip ones, and decided to put silver fleck lucite candles in that pair. This is a very funny bottle. I'm assuming it's a Chinese man. You can see his robe. I have shared him before too. I am not able to turn the camera light on in the mode that I'm using right now, but you can tell what it is. And a couple of these, I eventually found a pair that matched. I found this really fun type of vintage votive in turquoise and clear, and I may have a green one, not sure. You don't see them too often. I think red is pretty common, and it seems like turquoise votives are pretty common lately that I run across them. Back to this very chunky star. I do have a very white tea light in 3 of those chunky stars. I did just put one in a bag for giving back to the Goodwill because I could tell that it was a little more yellow. I just brought this one home. I found 2 at the Legacy thrift store, and there were 2 of them there, and one of them was more yellow. So this one, I was very happy. I brought that home it was probably only 79 cents, and it was more clear. So now I'm happy. I have 3 that are nice and clear. I thrifted this vase quite a few years ago, and I have seen it since at the Goodwill. So it is new, but I thought it was a very fun vase for winter if you're doing blues and turquoise and white in the wintertime. But I thought it was just a very nice size to put a good size bouquet in. I found these just recently. I went to Michael's to see if I could find something fun, and they had these really cute spiky little flowers, and I had the poppies from at least 2 years ago. But I love poppies for the 4th of July. There's, your roses, red roses and carnations that you typically see the most of, but I love the poppies. And it's always fun to stick in a couple little flags. So I hope you think that makes a fun bouquet this year. I have used metallic gold in one out here in the front entrance for the 4th of July, one of my videos. But I'm very happy with this. I like all that white. And I did mention that I found this at possibly Legacy Thrift too a year ago. The very, very extremely long banner or something. It looks like a table runner to me for a huge banquet table. This bottle I love. It was a real deal. I'm kind of thinking, I'm remembering from at least 2 years ago, if not 3 now, we went for the first time down to No.1. That's it. Well, see, we've only been there twice in many years. But that was there, and I think it was so reasonable, like $10 or something. I don't know why. I mean, that store just did have some real deals. I was shocked. I might be wrong, but I just remember I just was shocked at the price. I think it's really sweet. I love crackled glass. And I have 2 of those nice red votives, and they were thrifted also, as well as a very pretty blue, maybe we can get more light on it, blue, inexpensive glass candlestick. And I say inexpensive, well, yes, I thrifted it, but it has bubbles in it. It's going to be hard to see that, but it does. I really liked the nice pattern on it though. And I've used it for also with a large turquoise votive just like this. It looks nice with that too in the winter months. Now, I don't think I've shared this fun blue fish bottle. I have a collection of fish bottles in the living room right now as a summer theme in there. I mixed a lot of green, a pretty brighter green, more your chartreuse type, and a little like light olive, not your darker green like Christmas green, but I mixed it with everything I had that I could find for the living room in turquoise. So it's a very cool effect. And I have green fish bottles in there. So this blue one is definitely a blue. It is not turquoise. Otherwise I would have used it in the living room too. It was very fun to find that. Also this very crazy genie bottle that is very much like the real thing, like I Dream a Genie. That's what I think of. It's very fun. It's common. Yep, I think I've run across that bottle a few times. This I got for $3 in Hutchinson at the thrift store. It was in a very fun thrifting video when I was totally shocked. It was tucked away in the back corner of a bookcase with some other things, and there were a lot of people there. I could not believe that no one noticed it. Lucky me. It is a beautiful deep red. Again, the camera is making it looking more of a brighter type of red, but it's a very rich dark red. Same with any of these red glass pieces. This one is the type that's kind of funny that they have that to go down into a typical candlestick insert. I don't know how in the world that works so well, but it's weird to me. I think that's the purpose of it. And this, I wasn't sure if I wanted to get it or not several years ago. So this has been in my kitchen window, for instance, over the years with other milk glass stretch bottles and some smaller red ones. I mean, not bottles, I mean vases. Yep, so I just thought maybe it would be fun to see how many crazy things I could put out here. Sorry for my creaky floor. I'm sorry, he's a little bit darker, but it's the setting that I have right now says, sorry, you can't turn your light on your camera at this setting. This is also called Pro Video that I'm trying. I haven't tried it for probably a year. I hope it's nice. It looks to me like it'll be quite rich color. On the door over there, I was struggling to find something that would be fun and lightweight. I don't have a lot of 4th of July things that I thought would work on the door. And also hanging under the clock over there, I just don't have enough things, believe it or not, because I am sharing a lot of our 4th of July Patriotic collectibles for Norm's window. So then that does limit me in the house here too. Norm says to greet all of you and thank you too, as well as me thanking you all for being here and letting us know if you've enjoyed this video. We are very grateful for all the comments we keep seeing from so many of you are just very kind. If we can give you a little bit of entertainment once a week, hopefully, we're very happy to do that. Now this I have shared already a couple of 4th of Julys. I need to get it straighter again. It's very touchy to get just the right spot there. Yeah, I was so thrilled to find this. I think it was $6. That's a steal for something homemade. I don't recall where I found it though, because it has been at least 2 years or more ago. Time flies. But we hope you are all doing very well this month and enjoying your month of June. And we're shocked that July is fast approaching. Now, on this shelf, I have had a lot of blue glass in the past, and I didn't want to do that again if I could help it. I did end up with some of the small pieces that I enjoy, little tiny miniature navy or turquoise more. So in the dining room wall shelving, and also a lot of it up at the top of the stairs. But the top of the stairs on that shelf, I mixed in some red glass, and I really do like that too. But I've got a bin, a large bin full that I unpacked for the blue glass items, and that would include these two swans. So I mix the turquoise and the dark blue things all together. You have seen these little swans, the two swans, and the fish up there. I know you've seen all of these items except I believe this is a new piece that I have not shared yet. It is a little different having a little purple on the mane and tail and hooves. You can see the front has a little bit of that. I don't know if it has any markings on it. I can put a note in the video if it does. I found this, probably at least a year ago. Thrifted it. I painted the beak yellow, and the black eye was pretty worn off, I think. It's just a very sweet little bluebird planter, and because he's looking down, I decided to put him up high. I tried him in different places, or her, and rearranged all of these things several times, except I did want the pair of horses in the middle. The glass ones look good being in the two middle shelves because they are so different, not being ceramic. I love the horse. It is a smaller one. I've had bigger horse planters, and one of them is in red and gold. I just love it. I did not bring it out for this video or this decor this year, but I do like using these little tiny planters. They have shown up several times in different places. It can get very difficult for me to come up with something that looks balanced. I'm very concerned about that all the time, and it's not real easy with the crazy different sizes of those 4 little planters. But I do love the new blue horse one. I found several last year. I found several little horse planters that I was really thrilled about. Really liked them. These little Raggedy Ann and Andy bookends, or just figurines, statues, I guess would be a better term. Really, I think were a fun addition for out here. That's kind of where I figured they would end up. I also found a year ago this adorable hen all painted up by someone. It's very sweet with flowers on her chest too. She's sort of looking up, and decided to add a votive with her. Down below, a few fun books in between my favorite mouse bookends, and a couple of inexpensive thrifted blue ribbed vases, which I really do still enjoy. Lucite, vintage lucite basket down there. I could take that out and show you a closer look of that. And then this was a thrifted fairy lamp. I was so surprised to find that. It may have been from Legacy Thrift. They are the ones where you end up finding some vintage things and priced so reasonable. It's shocking when you run across something like that, because I have never seen a pale blue one. I know I've got some in clear. I don't think I have that particular pattern or size in amber. I have quite a few amber ones, but that's pretty small. Usually the amber ones are pretty good size. So I thought I'd stick in another little flag, but I cleaned these two sweet characters up, and I think they are adorable. Now, I did put a little white, very white votive inside this bell that is, yeah, I couldn't quite read Fenton from the side. Yeah. Very pretty. So I have shared the bell before. Yeah, that little label just says Fenton and hand painted underneath it in very small print. Norm talked me into that. That was at the Treasure Shed in Hutchinson, Minnesota, several years back. Yeah, it's been a while. I hope you think that Raggedy Ann and Andy were a fun addition for 4th of July decor. They make you smile, I think. They're just too cute. I love the button eyes. They're quite different than your typical Raggedy Ann and Andy, but I think they're very sweet. I did just put, again, I'm pretty sure that I did this previously, because I don't have very many red purses, and these are tiny glass beads. This was $24 maybe at an antique mall that I'm not quite remembering where it was, but they were having a half price sale, so I got it for like $12. Now there's one more thing down here on the floor. It's a very heavy vintage cast iron eagle. Let me grab a votive that I think I would have probably used in this. I didn't know where to put it. I mean, it would have had to go there in the middle, but then I wouldn't have had any flowers going up high. So that's why I just ended up putting him on the floor. Yeah, it's too bad. I'd like to have him somewhere up high where he shows off nice. You could put any type of votive in there or candle. I do have a taller red candle. Just something to light up the inside. And I don't know how Norm did it, but he got gold inside as well. I think he did a very nice job. I love it because silver, the silver color that it was, looked painted. It was painted silver. There's screws there too to put them together. Yeah, it is unbelievably heavy. Very hard to pick up with just that ring. You kind of feel like you got to put your hand underneath it. But I hope you like him too. He was $9, and when I found him on the internet, they said it was Japan, a Japan garden lantern. So I will go with that. And I think he'd look very nice to set on your front steps or have on your hearth. I think that would be very nice on the hearth for July. That would be great. But I do not decorate our living room with red, white, and blue for July. I hope you've enjoyed this so far. And again, Norm and I wish you a very blessed rest of your June. And July coming up too. We hope you will be able to celebrate our beautiful country. And we pray that God will always bless America. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your kind comments. God bless all of you too. Bye for now.